In my video on practicing scales along the neck in string sets and moving diatonic structures up and down and learning the notes and getting a better overview of the fretboard and the scale you're playing in, I didn't include any lines, and I asked you guys if you wanted a separate video where I turned some of the exercises into lines, because some of the exercises are really nice to almost directly move into lines. You can just sort of start voice leading and moving some things around, and you get some really playable, really nice lines. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. So some of the exercises that I went over in the lesson was moving around 7th chords on string sets, and then different ways to do that. And I think especially these are really practical for making these cascading arpeggio-like lines, which you can of course not base a whole solo on that, but you can use it quite a lot. Just ask Pepentini, he has his shell voicing lick that he gets into for extended periods of time. So let's just get to it. The first line sounds like this. So this is fairly simple. I'm using, so all the examples are of course a 2-5 in F. And what I'm doing here is on the F major, on the G minor, I'm using a D minor arpeggio first, and I'm playing it with this sweep, so first 7th and then sweeping, and then it's kind of easy to make this. I make this 5-note pattern that I'm using twice, and that's first this based on this B flat major. So basically I'm just taking the arpeggio and moving it down in diatonic thirds. So you get D, B flat, G, and then I add this pull off in between. So you get first the D minor and then I resolve that. So this line is really easy to play if you're just moving around, and I'm just using different string sets, but I'm still just moving around in position to keep that shape, because otherwise I can't sweep it. So it's coming out of the technique that I'm using, that I have to move around in positions a bit. The second line sounds like this. So here I'm not using strictly an exercise out of the lesson, I'm just using this shell voicing that I'm moving around. So we're starting on a B flat major 7 shell voicing, which works of course really well with the G minor. And then I'm just moving down the scale, so B flat, A shell voicing, G shell voicing, and then on the C7 altered, I'm first using this F sharp, and then this E major 7 without a 5th, and then I'm resolving that to the 5th of F. And the way I'm playing these, so in the other one I was also using a sweep. This is kind of also a sweep. The way I play these 3-note patterns, ascending, it's like 2 downstrokes and an upstroke. And the reason why I play it like that is because I think that's the easiest way to accent the high note, and that's the one that sounds the best as an accent. The third example sounds like this. So again I'm using that I can move around stuff in steps in the scale. So I start with the G minor arpeggio, and then I'm playing this pattern. And then I'm just basically moving like G minor, A minor, B flat, so. And then on the F7 altered, the C7 altered, I'm using D flat minor major arpeggio. So I'm kind of skipping up a bit. And it's a kind of nice way to, when you have this movement, because anyway like all these sort of 5th intervals are really energetic and moving around a lot, and then you can just pretty easily, smoothly get up here. And the high root on the C7 is somehow a nice climax, and then resolving to the 3rd of the F major 7. So that was 3 lines with the exercises out of the scale practice video. I hope you can use them. If you have any questions or any comments or suggestions, then leave a comment on the video, and I'll be back Thursday with a new lesson.